Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your host with South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Thursday. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, not really much going on in terms of rain for South Carolina right now. So we're going to scroll up and we're going to talk about the entire United States. As you can see here, we do have a lot of things going on. Like up here, we looking at the East Coast, you can see we do have some rain up here inside of Maine. Even some rain down inside of Florida as well, and some rain just off the East Coast. Flood watches going on inside of like Eastern Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky, as well as up here inside of Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin. We do have some heavy rain going on up there. Even some Missouri, we do have some rain down there, and inside of New Mexico, Arizona, and Southern California, we also do have some rain over there. Now look down here in the tropics, over here in the Pacific Ocean, you can see that we do have a tropical storm that is about to become a hurricane. This will be Hurricane Carlotta. So that's the Pacific names. Remember, we're our next storm is probably going to be Debbie, and Debbie could actually come in actually pretty soon. Because if you don't remember, we have this little area of interest down here inside the Atlantic, and a lot of people are saying that that's probably going to be a future tropical storm, maybe even a future hurricane. So we're gonna again watch for the Atlantic, and actually we're gonna talk about that later in this forecast update. But we're gonna have Hurricane Carlotta inside the Pacific Ocean soon. In terms of cloud cover right now is showing pretty much some nice moderate cloud cover over most of South Carolina, like Columbia, Rock Hill. Light cloud cover just to the north and west of Myrtle Beach, Augusta, Florence as well. All of these regions are in there. And also near like Savannah as well. But if you're in places like Charleston, possibly Myrtle Beach, and like parts of the far upstate, you probably aren't seeing any cloud cover right now. And here's cloud cover for the future as well as we push this forward. Again, cloud cover just staying up there inside the upstate, just staying pretty confined, or the widespread cloud cover is staying up there near the upstate. Everyone else is receiving either partly cloudy skies or scattered cloudy conditions. But then, by around, I'd say like tomorrow morning or so, we could potentially start to see that cloud cover start to push down towards like the low country PD region of South Carolina. Here's our current temperatures: 84 in Columbia, 84 in Charleston, 86 in Savannah, 86 in Myrtle Beach, 86 in Beaufort, 86 in Rock Hill, 88 in Greenville and Anderson, 84 inside of Augusta, 84 inside of Sumter, 86 in Florence. High temperatures for today: 95 in Aiken, 94 in Hilton Head Island and Charleston, 90 in Myrtle Beach, 95 in Rock Hill, 95 in Spartanburg, 96 in Greenville, 97 in Anderson, and maybe even 95 Cheraw, Dillon as well. Also, I think the highest temperature that I see is like 97. That's in Moncks Corner. So around like the high 90s for most. Peak sustained winds though are going to be around 6 in Columbia, 5 in Camden, 6 in Sumter, Florence, Cheraw, 13 at Myrtle Beach and Charleston, 10 Hilton Head Island, 7 in Aiken, 7 in Moncks Corner, 5 in Greenville, 6 in Spartanburg, 7 in Anderson, and 7 in Aiken. Here's our peak wind gust, around 10 in Columbia, 14 Hilton Head Island, 9 in Barnwell, 17 in Charleston, 18 in Myrtle Beach, 10 in Dillon and Florence and Sumter, 9 in Cheraw, 6 Rock Hill, 9 inside of Spartanburg, 8 inside of Greenville, 10 Anderson, 7 inside of Lawrence. Here's our forecast precipitation through the next 24 or so hours. Around like a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible inside of Sumter, tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible inside of Columbia, tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible inside of Charleston, quarter of an inch possible inside of Myrtle Beach, maybe even a half an inch to an inch possible inside of Lawrence, quarter of an inch to a half an inch possible inside of Greenville and Spartanburg, hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible in Rock Hill, tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible in Anderson, and then a quarter of an inch to a half an inch in Aiken is possible. So again, very widespread Areas that might not receive rain at all is going to be just like the north and west of Florence. So we'll see what happens there. Here's our SPC outlook, which we are under a marginal risk of severe weather. And the reason why, we do have a chance for damaging winds and we have a chance for damaging hail today. So the entire state has a chance of damaging winds, 40 to 60 mile per hour winds isolated in nature. And then here is our hail risk that's trying its best to load up. But hail risk is pretty much looks like the same thing. Yeah, there it is down there at the bottom left or right here. Pretty much like Hilton Head Island is the only place that's really not like covered. Maybe Yamasee, South Carolina as well. Not really has that does not really have a threat for hail. Just small hail, maybe even some isolated large hail as well is possible with these storms. So do not be shocked. Here's our 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the near-term future. So here's the ARRR, and we're going to go just to the 14Z. And as we push this forward through the afternoon hours, you can start to see those thunderstorms start to push in through the northwestern portion of South Carolina, or the upstate, around 4 o'clock p.m. And as you push this forward some more, here's what 7 o'clock could look like. Showers, thunderstorms still kicking up there inside the upstate. But then look at that. They kind of just almost just all just die. And then here's 10 o'clock right here. Showers and storms, showers and downpours possible inside like the Midlands, and that's pretty much it. So honestly, it's really a roll of the dice. A lot of places might not even see rain. And here's the total precipitation thing right here. This is how many people can see rain. If you're inside the black regions, you can kind of see it on here. You have this model run didn't show any rain for you, but if I go back to like the 13Z or something like that, and I go to hour 18, it says pretty much the same thing. So honestly, we don't know. I mean, that's why we have that marginal risk. Because I mean, it's possible, but it's not. It's possible, but it's not like really expected in any sort of way. So let's move on and let's talk about the tropics, and then we'll talk about the drought outlook as well. Here's the tropical weather outlook. See here, disturbance 1, 20% chance of forming in the next 48 hours, 60% chance of forming in the next 7 days. And it says a well-defined tropical wave is producing a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms over Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and the adjacent waters of the southwestern Atlantic and northeastern Caribbean Sea. Development of the system should be slow to occur during the next couple of days while it moves west-northwestward over portions of the Greater Antilles. Environmental conditions are forecast to become more conducive for development after the wave passes the Greater Antilles, and a tropical depression could form this weekend or early next week over the eastern Gulf of Mexico or near the Florida Peninsula. Interest in the Greater Antilles, the Bahamas, and Florida should continue to monitor the progress of the system. So right now, a 20% chance of this thing forming in the next 48 hours, 60% chance of this thing forming in the next 7 days. So early next week, this weekend, that's the time that we're going to be watching this. So I will be hopefully watching this as much as y'all do, or more than y'all do at least. But still, make sure that you guys are paying attention to this and paying attention to local meteorologists as well, paying attention to just any local officials that are paying attention to this. The National Hurricane Center obviously is one. Your local meteorologist is also one, and places like that, because they will let you know just as much as I'm letting you know right now. Now let's go on and talk about the drought monitor, which, I mean, right now not really too much has changed. Not really too much. We still have a D3 up there for portions of northern Horry County, central Marion County, southern Florence County, northern Williamsburg County, northeastern Clarendon County, eastern Sumter County, and southern Lee County is still under a D3 extreme drought. And right now, most of us is still under a drought right now. There are some of us that's still in the D0, like close to the coast, western portions, also like northern portions as well, and portions of like western Kershaw County and eastern Fairfield County, Western Edgefield County, Southern McCormick County, Western Aiken County, and Western Barnwell County aren't even in a threat of any. We are not abnormally dry at all. So, I mean, right now, most of us, some of us, I should say, are not even in a drought, but most of us are. So that's why I say make sure that you guys are watering your plants outside. Make sure that if you have any sprinkler system and anything like that, your grass is getting the water as well that it needs, especially if it doesn't rain. So make sure that you guys are doing that. And I think that that's all that I have in terms of this morning. Make sure that you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're at 181 subscribers right now. We got 2 more last night. So let's see, we're rising at around 2 a day. Let's see if we can get to 183 today. And that's all that I have in terms of today. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock. Another forecast.
Hey, hey.